Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm the captain.
We're about to find the best Squier versus
the most expensive Fender.
Oh, oh, that was a really good one.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Oh, controversial.
Amps is the real instrument.
I mean, this is a great guitar.
It's so juicy.
That's
Big
why that
bottom. Is this 25 times better than this? Does anyone care? Squier Strats. I started on one. Countless other people have started on one. It's arguably the most enduring, best value guitar to start on ever. And the current, most affordable Squier in the Squier range is called the Sonic. And if you grab that blue one with the black guard there, that is a fine example of what 159 English pounds will buy you.
Oh yeah, can't wait to put EMGs in this one.
So that was an easy decision, because that's just basically the cheapest Squier Strat that there is, or at least the cheapest one with a trem system. The harder decision will be going out to our gallery and choosing the most expensive one.
Transition. We've arrived. That was a short journey through the tiny store of Andertons.
Okay, Fender Strats, custom shop Strats are on this wall over here. I don't necessarily know that we need to choose the physical most expensive one, Rob. These are all expensive. Why don't you just choose your favorite one? So you've got vintage style relic stuff, you've got contemporary stuff, you've got, oh my gosh, statement stuff like the gold one. There's a pretty
oh, look at that
relic in the cabinet. Strictly speaking, actually, and I don't think we will use this, but for the video, let's just show it. Strictly speaking, the most expensive Strat in the store is this Jerry Garcia tribute, but obviously it's been heavily modded.
It's a second hand, someone's put a bunch of stickers on there.
So it's probably not the strattiest guitar that we've got, but I'll pop that back. But let's choose something that absolutely is stratty.
Well, look, my favourite looking
red one, didn't you?
Yeah, this is such a thing of beauty. I mean, it looks like it's been destroyed 1,000 times over and yet sustained itself.
Well, it's an Andy Hicks Masterbuilt 50 Strat.
Is it expensive enough though, Lee?
Well, it's second hand and still the thick end of 7 grand, so I think that classes as expensive, doesn't it? I mean, Masterbuilt Strats now are 8 or 9 grand new. So.
Well, this one looks like it's in better nick.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Well, look, that's a comparison. Let's go try them out.
Beautiful, Mr. Captain.
It was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So there we go, look. £159 guitar into a £280 Boss Katana 3.
With about 400 quid worth of microphones.
And the rest. Our Royer microphone here, so this little grey microphone here is... you could buy about 10 of these guitars for what one of those microphones costs, which is nuts. And a Tone City Bluesman pedal.
Can I give you extra captain points for completely matching the Pantone reference on the cable and the guitar?
I can't claim credit for this, but either Pete or Tay gave me this cable, and I'm pretty sure why. But yeah, I've got a blue pedal, a blue guitar, and a blue cable to match my blue logo on my
I do love it when Pete gives you cable.
I don't know what we're trying to decide here. You've gone for, I don't even know what this is, £3,000 or £4,000 worth of amplifiers, £7,000 of the guitar, a £300 drive pedal. You know, it's like, you're at the luxury end. You're shopping high to low, right?
Yes, right.
And apart from the amp, which I guess I could have gone and picked like a £99 amplifier, but then wouldn't have been really much of a comparison.
Well, you know, I made a video like this back home in Malta recently where I got my old, like that Yamaha that you got me, that was such a beautiful thing from the 80s. And I pitched it against my Chapman Workshop, which is again a beautiful guitar. And I was like, well, the experience is different, but neither is particularly better. It's just a different kind of experience. The experience of playing through this absolutely stunning, hand-painted by Amanda, Bad Cat amplifier, and playing this frankly, unbelievably beautiful Fender, is one kind of experience. Lee is having a different kind of experience.
I'm really trying to find a way of including a clip from a video I saw the other day by... It's a bit cheese. If you like watches, you've probably seen this video on your Instagram feed, right? Because Sylvester Stallone's talking about the first time he was out wearing the first good watch, or like nice watch that he'd bought, and it was like a $10,000 watch. And I'm probably paraphrasing here, but loosely speaking, a guy walks up to him and goes, you know, hey, you know, nice watch, how much did that cost, you know? And Sylvester Stallone's gone, it's $10,000, whatever.
Knocks him out.
And the other dude's gone, like, you know, I've got a $5 watch, but it tells the same time, right? And Sylvester, and I'm kind of, that's the analogy here, or the metaphor, you know, between Rob's got the $10,000 watch, I've got the $5 watch, but they both tell the same time, right? We're both making music, and that's all that's really important. And I thought it was interesting, Sylvester Stallone says it's not about telling the time better, it's to remind me of the achievements that I've made that have enabled me to buy the $10,000 watch. And I thought that resonated quite a bit, because we spend so long trying to justify £10,000 guitar and amps based on are they better than the £150 ones, and probably missing the point of, I mean, look, it's a bit better, right? I think everyone would, if you're going to go and see Eric Clapton or John Mayer or Joe Bonamassa or whatever, he's much more likely to have a rig like this than he is to have a rig like this.
But you know, that it goes a bit further than that, not beyond the experiential and the tactile and, you know, the oral. This is a piece of art. And in a way, this is a Pilridge Smith said, you know, the guitar is a piece of art as well. And there's a feeling of, if anyone's ever owned a nice painting or a print or something that they really enjoy having in their home, you know, there's a vibe you get from owning art, and this is a kind of art.
It
not
is
to
art.
Sound mega
and
pretentious.
It's a reward. You're rewarding yourself for whatever achievement that you've made in life that has enabled you to afford this. Whether you agree with that principally or not, that's your, you know, your prerogative. But all I'm saying is, I don't think you need to feel like you've got to have, you know, you don't need to feel like your watch tells the time better than the other watch. You just need to enjoy owning it.
That's it. It's really, Do you like it? I mean, are you going to pick this up and play it more often?
I'm going to say as well, just getting back to, so Leo Fender, what a bloody genius, as he has clearly invented, well before probably, you know, Far Eastern mass production was even a thing, he produced the guitar that you absolutely could make incredibly good versions of for peanuts. And I'm going to say peanuts now, because, you know, this is nuts. If you take the UK living wage, all right, so in other words, the minimum amount that you are sort of morally obliged to pay someone to work in the UK, and I say morally obliged, we do, by the way, Andertons is a living wage employer, is give or take a day and a half's wages.
Right.
You know, which when you think about, you know, I go back to I found a little accounts ledger that my granddad would have had when he first started Andertons. And it's like, you know, Mrs. Chapman has come, you know, Rob's brought his mum in and Mrs. Chapman has agreed to pay the 2 shillings a week for the next 6 months for the guitar. You know, because an instrument was weeks worth of money, not like a day and a half. So I think this is cool. And the amplifier is about twice the price of the guitar, but I would always spend more on my amp than my guitar. Because
controversial.
Because I think, you know, yes, the guitar needs to feel nice to play and stay in tune and all that kind of stuff. But ultimately, what you're hearing is 80, 90% the amp, 10% the guitar. But that's a good sound. And this amp is loud enough to play gigs.
What's your secret sauce Captain setting then?
I've gone pushed because that's the new feature on Generation 3 and I like that edge of breakup kind of sound. I've got the green reverb, a little bit of delay. Can't even really hear the delay, can you? But I mean, what's wrong with that? And then I had a Tone City Bluesman. Which is, again, I think a perfect thing to combine with that push tone because it pushes it just a bit more but without getting into crazy drive. And then, you know what, crikey, I mean, what a great place to start your guitar playing journey on.
How much is that?
$150.
It comes with free lessons.
You can sign up to the Fender Play thing and you get a few months worth of free lessons, absolutely.
So Fender aren't making any money on that really, particularly. It's a gateway drug.
I think we've probably talked about this a lot in both manufacturing and retail. Yeah, the point of the £150 guitar is not to run your business off the profits that you'll make of this. This is, like you say, this is to give the first-time player the best possible chance of eventually owning that, which is a great segue. So Rob, let's just hear your guitar and give me, what I really want to do at the end of this video is I want to play that guitar into this amp and that guitar into this amp and just see, you know, I sort of want to just push the point that actually, you know, amps is the real instrument here.
Amps is the real instrument. Captain Anderton 2024. Okay, check this out. I'll start backed off one pickup.
I've got a movie analogy, right? If you've grown up kind of just watching sort of 2D movies and you played this and this, it would like be seeing Jaws 3D for the first time, like the arm comes out, it's been bitten off like that. But then this is like seeing Avatar in an IMAX in surround.
I thought you were going to say
whoa
for the first time.
No. It's like they're both great, but everything's relative.
There's an extra
to
dimension of experience in the tonality, which sounds a little bit like, especially through the compression of YouTube. But this really is such a deep, thick, textured sound. You know,
we keep saying that about, you know. YouTube is, you've got to go to a store and do it yourself. I tell you what's always amazing, and again, you'll only be able to do this if you're in the UK, but that pedal show do these experience days where you get to go into their studio and you get to play all of the wildly expensive amps and pedals and guitars that they've got. And I think until you've done that, you're not really in a position to go, yeah, I've decided what the best sounding, and I do think when you do that, ultimately, it does become quite clear that for all the advancements that we've made in digital and solid state and how amazing all the entry level kind of stuff is, true immersive, inspirational guitar tone is still quite a traditional thing to do. It's just a great valve amplifier and a great guitar.
We should do an Andertons tour, jump in a big Andertons branded bus and just be like Chappers and the Captain on the road. You can send us, comments if you think that's a good idea.
Well, let me play this, and you play.
I don't know if I want to let go of this one now.
No, what am I doing? I just want your amp. Sorry. What do I want? No, I want your guitar. No, what do I want? No, I want your amp.
All right, so that's mine.
Yeah, you give me the pink.
You want that one?
Okay. Misses.
I miss shooting stupid videos.
So
that's way better.
I've still got my... Okay, so I've still got my Bluesman pedal. So I've still got my 40-pound overdrive. Should we just do that same jam?
Yeah,
People can get like a relative thing, can't they?
Yeah. You play a lot better through this. I felt like you had a magic moment, and it was beyond the Captain. That kind of vibrato. You had a magic moment through the sound.
Honestly, I've said this before. If somebody said, here's £2,000, £3,000, that's your. I'm not necessarily saying I would go right down at the low end, but I would find something pretty killer for sort of 500-ish on the guitar side of things.
Yeah.
And I would spend the absolute maximum I could on a great valve amplifier and probably just one good overdrive pedal.
Well, go on and give me that guitar. Let's have a look. Let me play it through this amp. I'm quite impressed with these pickups.
I mean, this is another level. I'm just saying that is another level.
In a minute, you should plug into this with that, and you'll be like,
okay,
oh, okay,
okay.
all right. This is a great guitar.
It's great, but I think that's more testament to the design of the guitar than any sort of magic dust that Fender do in terms of manufacturing. It's just Strats are really easy to manufacture.
Yeah, proper good fret job too.
Yeah,
do you want to plug that into this?
I mean, I bloody love the Katana. I think it's a great amp, but it's just nothing like as inspiring to play as the... Chuck me your boosty on.
Right, look, try this.
What am I doing
Give
now?
me the
Giving
pink.
you that? I'm so confused. So what have we done? We've done a total rig swap now, right?
Yeah.
So I am using your drive pedal, your...
Go on the neck. Go on the neck. Immediately.
It's so juicy.
Yeah. Now
Big
try that.
bottom.
It's not quite the same.
I mean, yeah, that's good. This is better.
Yeah.
There's, you know what? That was all we were trying to demonstrate. But okay, but look again. Let's not forget that, and this is the whole point of this video. There are. Let me just see. So if that's 3, so 450. There's 25 of these for every one of these. Is what you'd have to spend.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not 25 times better. It's how, you know, it's how much do you want to own a rig like this is all that really
Did you say that
justifies
this is the new Cub, by the way? Did you say that anyone can order one and have it painted? Or?
I don't want to get this wrong. So so there is an artist, I forget her surname, but you can follow on Instagram. It's Amanda something or other.
Well, I'll
Maybe
find
we'll
out
flash
right now
that up
so that we don't mess that up.
And she must live relatively close to where the Bad Cat amps are designed.
Amanda Peters.
That's right. We'll flash her Instagram thing up on screen now. And she painted this for John at Bad Cat for the NAMM show. We saw it and went, oh my God, John, that's the best looking amplifier. And he's like, oh, I'll send it to you after the show. It's like, what? Anyway, it did take about 6 months to get here. But that's the amp. It looks super cool. And I'm 99.9% sure that Amanda will do other commissions and stuff. I've no idea what it costs. I mean, it's obviously taken days and days, weeks maybe even to do something like this. It's all painted around the back and everything, obviously you can't see. Looks amazing. I don't know if she does other stuff as well. But yeah, the basic, if you just want this amplifier as a black amplifier, the Cub is my favorite of all the Bad Cat stuff. I think it's the amp that's probably been in their range the longest. So, you know, it's the Lynx and the Hot Cat and all that kind of stuff are sort of higher gain revisions of this.
Yeah.
Cub for me, just the sound that we're getting. That. It's just a rock and roll amp, isn't it? I tell you, you could do like 97% of gigs with a tone like that.
Oh yeah.
Bit less gain, pedal for a bit more gain.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't do gent. That's about.
Do you know what that reminds me of the tone? Do you remember "It's Only Love"? Tina Turner and
Brian
when
Adams.
he goes bow.
What was that?
Bow.
That's it.
That's what that sounds like.
That's the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know what
it.
he used, by the way, but that is a sound. Right, come on. We've got many more videos to shoot.
Yeah, true.
You
This has been
decide.
fun.
Is this 25 times better than this? I don't know. What do you want? What do you aspire to own? Does anyone care? As long as you can pay rent and feed yourself, right? That's all that's really important. Right.
Yeah, I've got to stop feeding myself.
See you later. Bye.